Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Title Town, some call it, a moniker that many claim, but this city lives thanks to the Alabama Crimson Tide. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. Fair catch, called for and made. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. From the gun, the give, looking for room. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired. But you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Gets it past the marker. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Touch pass on the run. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Nowhere to run on that when he loses 4 on the carry.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And that pass is intercepted. Looking for more room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense came into this game, guys, knowing that they were going to be tested with the offense throwing it vertically down the field. And we saw it right there on the opening drive. They were ready for it. Great job locating the ball and getting the INT.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? The first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. Really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Balls and fired complete. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Aerial assault continues. Floating away. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. Pulled down after a pickup of 6, but he gets it inside the red zone. It's down at the 15. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Alabama!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw up this road.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep things.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Longhorns line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And the returner is stopped. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
They go right back to him. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5.
Really nice run there. No, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They've always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy from us.
3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Might as well stick with him. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. Off the RPO. Quick throw to the right. Touchdown tie! A great catch and run for 6. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Gets set, 1st down. Hand off from the shotgun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. And a short gain on this run, and that will bring us to the end of the first.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Alabama 14, Texas 0.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Looking to throw for it. It's complete on the right side. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. Excellent situational awareness to make the grab and get just enough of that 1st down.
And how about the play call? They didn't want to hold on to the football. They wanted to get that thing out of their hand, trust the receiver to make the catch, and then what does he do? Gets the 1st down, gets out of bounds, new set of downs for this offense.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. You saw guys playing with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
He tries to take the top off. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
He'll take another shot here. It's complete. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Longhorn!
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Central Michigan needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Mount Pleasant behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Buffalo. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
He's got great speed. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defensive line can certainly do that.
Big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism when they get you in passing situations and they know you're going to pass, they're going to come after your quarterback.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The Longhorns send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And that, my friends, is getting the perfect bounce, the perfect punt, and the perfect roll. They'll have them locked down inside their own 5. Here comes that Alabama offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot.
And he ends up taking a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Hauls it in, looking for space.
The return brings it out to the 35. And the Texas offense will take over. 1st and 10.
First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. They'll put the tight end in motion. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up. wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't escape, and down he goes. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play. Because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. It's caught downfield. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing to NFL talent all over the field. And this dude right here, he could be the next first round.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football.
Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. Down in the game, there's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the grab on the left. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to get it through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on fourth down.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
The give to the back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, we clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back searching for a hole. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Wide out in motion. Back to throw, it's McCray. Quickly out to the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The offense in hurry up mode. To the air on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 40. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Texas. How about that D coming up with a play like that?
Number 10.
What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And the point after is good. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
He rifles one deep down the middle. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
You know, as a quarterback in college football, if you just play one play at a time and do your job, the stats are going to come, the wins are going to come. Here we are late in the year. With that last completion, he's now surpassed 4,000 yards passing on the year.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Looking to throw, it's McCray. On the move, he fires. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Longhorns will boot it away to start the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quick quickly complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to build on their one-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here and let your defense play and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And if that don't light your fire, your wood is wet. The best play on a field is when the big boy, the most athletic people on the field, the defensive linemen, make game-changing, awesome, super athletic interceptions.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. They're setting up the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorns! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now.
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
Up by one, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. This quarterback part of their running game. He gets in there for the two-point conversion and pushes the lead to 3. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen and pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
They're going to test the right side with this one. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush. They win up front.
Makes the grab well past the sticks. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. This time they'll go to the running game. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Getting some heat. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Offense facing 4th down.
On 4th down, going to the air. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Looking for a man, it's McCray. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Bama! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and they have a 28-24 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Utah delivered a masterpiece performance today and gave notice to the rest of college football. This is a team that can win anywhere, any way against just about any opponent. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team's being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run for it.
It's caught. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs, too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really stepping up in this game today, and he's the guy that Longhorn fans, they need to keep their eyes on for years to come.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. They move the tight end all over. Leaves it with the back. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the ground game. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. He now has 80 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Finds a crease at the 20. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Trying to slam in. And he is stopped for no gain, and that will bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter.
At the end of the 3rd quarter of play, with the score, Alabama 28, Texas 24.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Trying to pound it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Texas! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. Here comes that Alabama offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Get it out on the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. The give to the back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
It's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Looking for a gap. It's Wall. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Back to pass, it's McCray. They're trying to get to him. And this sophomore quarterback learning when to use his legs to move the chains.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the 1st down. Just so hard to defend.
The inside handoff. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to...
The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. Oh, and just like they drew it up, put it on the ground, fall on top of it, still get the 1st down. Well, after the quarterback put the ball on the deck, he went into damage control mode and was able to get back on top of it.
Yeah, he's really lucky. You remember, quarterbacks, they're not practicing the same ball security as...
And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Longhorns! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Look like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turning on the Jets, making the big play.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll throw it. It's complete to the right. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Moving out of the pocket. He's got his man. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a 1st down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. This time of year, when you're the higher-ranked team, you're getting everybody's best shot, and guys, they answer the bell.
There are head coaches in this sport that say nameless, faceless opponents. You got to be able to show up. You got to be able to bring your best game to the park, regardless of who you're playing. A lot of eyes on this one, David, because of the rankings, but man, they were easily the better team today.
Well, and I get that nameless faceless, but when you play a ranked team, it gets your blood going a little bit, and you could tell they were ready to make a statement. Played a good squad. They made it look like they weren't a good squad, proving why they're ranked so high.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
Now, and a great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Not a chance. Missed it. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better. Here comes that Alabama offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the 1st play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
2 yards on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it